Hello, good morning to you. Welcome to Business. The Millennium Development Authority, MIDA, says Public Distribution Services, PDS, cannot be blamed over challenges in raising required guarantees to cover ECG's concessionaire. Head of Reforms at MIDA, Michael Ewea, tells Joy Business, PDS satisfied all the conditions required for it to be selected to manage.
Let me explain it this way. When you have to go for a bank loan, sometimes the bank says they want something we call collateral, which means something they can fall on if for some reason you're unable to pay back the money. Sometimes it is another person standing in for you and providing that guarantee. In international business transactions of this nature, like what we are doing, remember that the assets of ECG remains ECG's assets forever under the transaction. The assets are still Ghana's assets. So whoever is operating the assets will have to pay what we call lease fees, or will have to make lease payments to ECG. It's just like renting a room in your house. I have to pay you every month. So PDS is also, as it were, just for a better explanation, renting ECG as assets, and they must pay them every month. So we say, okay, you have promised us that you will pay, but give us something that we can fall on if you don't pay. That is what we call the guarantee for the lease payments. Then also there is a second guarantee they had to issue. You buy power to sell. The power you buy, you must pay for it. You have assured us you will pay. You have demonstrated that you have the financial capacity to pay. But give us something that we can fall on if you are unable to pay. So we call that the BSA payment security. Now, here is where the bone of contention has arisen. We require them to give us what we call a bank guarantee, which means a bank will issue a security of some sort, which will say that if they don't pay, this is what we assure you that you can get your money from. We require the bank to do that for the consortium as part of the transaction arrangement.
The Auditor General, Daniel Domelevo, says his office might investigate and surcharge the Ghana Revenue Authority for giving out tax exemptions without approval from Parliament. The 2018 Financial Report on Public Accounts has revealed GRA granted tax exemptions amounting to over 5 million Ghana cedis to some free zone companies without Parliament's approval. Sheila Tamaklo has the details in this report.
Page 36 of the report of the Auditor General on the public accounts of ministries, departments and other agencies for the 2018 financial year revealed some irregularities in the tax waiver system of the GRA. According to the report, the GRA had granted tax exemptions amounting to 5,562,175 Ghana cedis to some free zones companies without approval from Parliament, which fell contrary to the provisions of the 1992 constitutions. The Auditor General Daniel Domelevo said his office may surcharge the GRA after further probe.
If you look at Article 174, 175 of the Constitution, it says that you can't impose tax or remove tax unless with Parliament. And it continues to say that even if you want to exempt somebody from tax, you must receive approval from Parliament. And in fact, it continues even to say, even if a law allows you to exempt somebody, to do that exemption, you must still bring it to Parliament and get approval. So I don't think there can be any explanation apart from the fact that they have usurped maybe the powers of Parliament unlawfully, and for which matter we are going to interrogate it. If possible, disallow and surcharge the officers who granted the tax exemption, as a result of which the money didn't come to us.
The report also revealed the auction of some 1,719 vehicles by customs, which was unaccounted for, as well as default of some oil companies in meeting their tax obligations.
The 1,719 vehicles, they could not account for the revenue that they realized as a result of the sale of those vehicles. And for the 669 vehicles which they were able to sell, or they provided us with information regarding them, we were interested to know the reserve price before the auction, as well as some other relevant documentations regarding the auctioning of those vehicles, and they could not provide those information to us.
The Auditor General is, however, appealing to Ghanaians to push for punitive measures to curb corruption in the public sector.
It's mind-boggling if you look at audit reports year after year that these people are still in offices, they are moving around, driving nice cars, sleeping in better houses, etc., and nothing is happening, not even administrative sanction. It is a bit disturbing. So this is a national call, it is not the Auditor General. Like I said earlier on, if there were a law to say that you can suspend the people or do this, etc., I would have done it. But the law doesn't give me that. So it is for the citizens to decide whether we want Parliament to come out with a law to say once you cross this bridge, you must leave public office, or you must do this or that. That is what it should be a national call, not an individual's call.
For Joy Business, Sheila Tamaklo reporting.
And that's all in business this morning. Back to Benz.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Coming up shortly in sports, we look forward to the EPL's new season and tell you what games you should expect this weekend.